Hello and welcome to Crimson Series. Hope everyone is doing great and having a wonderful time. Let's go ahead with our latest reading. So, as always, we have four sections. We are starting off with career, followed by health, then we have finance, and finally, love. Let's start with section one career. The first card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles, which is hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, and responsibility, followed by the High Priestess reversed. This is all about, not following intuition, secrets, selfishness, shallowness, and a lot of misunderstandings. And then finally, we have the Ace of Swords reversed, which is more of confusion, chaos, and, not enough clarity in your thoughts. Okay, the first card, Knight of Pentacles. Now, if you take a good look at the card, you can see that the horse is not moving, the knight is not moving. He's just holding a pentacle in his hand. Now, this indicates a time which is very slow moving, or you're in a caught in a rut, or it's basically a stable time where you're just going through the routine. You're basically on autopilot when it comes to work. You're waking up, you're getting to work, you're following the same routine, you're doing the same thing. There may be a little bit of boredom that is set in your work. You may be finding, that you're doing everything okay. It is still not in the stage of Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles, but you're still doing your thing. This is for people who are already in a work. You've been working in something that you've been, at for a few years, and you may be looking at, ahead in the future and thinking, should I continue here or should I go ahead and move on to another job, maybe. That is indicated by the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is a very slow moving knight, but very stable and steady. They're not going to take any action where, it's going to be a bad decision. They're just going to take their time and very, very slowly, but they'll definitely move. It's a pentacle. So it is basically rooted in, rooted in earth. It's all about earth energy. So it is very, very stable, which means you're not going to be making any kind of bad decisions, but you may be moving a little slow. Now, this is for people who are already in a job. Now, for those who are looking for a job, you're at a stop. You may be thinking of taking a break, from your existing job, or you may be between jobs, transitioning. You don't want to jump into something, the very next thing that you're getting. At the same time, you're also analyzing your money situation and wondering, if you should take up something immediately or take a break and wait for some time and pick up something that will satisfy your creativity, makes you happy, because people sometimes take up jobs that they want to do because of the money, and then there are people who take up their jobs because that's what satisfies them, their need for creativity. It's something that makes them happy. So this is basically a time where you're rethinking everything and going through the motions, taking time to go ahead. So this would be a time to relax, think a bit. If you really feel a need to change your job, go ahead and do that. But before you do that, make sure you weigh your pros and cons, like what are the decisions that you need to do. And basically, this card actually tells you have the idea, you have it in your hand, you have the pentacle in your hand. You're just looking ahead, and you're just making the decisions, you're deciding what to do and what action needs to be taken. And once that horse starts moving, once the knight starts, the action starts, you will slowly move on to the Queen of Pentacles, and then eventually you will reach the King of Pentacles stage. So this is at the beginning stage, so a stage of planning. So go ahead and plan ahead in case if you're looking for a change. Again, my advice would be, before you make any decisions, make sure you weighed all your pros and cons thoroughly before you take a decision. That's your Knight of Pentacles. Next, we have the High Priestess reverse. Now, High Priestess is a card of, knowing, intuition. It's all about pure intuition. You know what's going to happen. You have that sixth sense. You have a feeling that, this is what you need to do and this is what you need not know. Now, reversed, it means your intuition might be telling you something, but you're refusing to listen. That is one of the possibilities. Or another possibility is that your intuition is blocked. You're basically it's in such a rut that you're not able to connect to your higher self. You're not able to, see through anything. There's nothing popping in your head. There is no ideas that is coming to your head. The knowledge part is, blocked, and you might have a writer's block for those who write. You may have writer's block, and this also indicates secrets. Now, this when I say secrets, it could be two kinds. One where there are a lot of things that were hidden that come to light, and then, or you may have certain secrets which you that shouldn't be coming out. So this reversed usually means those secrets coming out. It doesn't necessarily have to be scandalous or very bad and life threatening or life changing. It could be small things, very little. It might be something that you don't want people to know. It might be a little embarrassing, or it might be simple things as well. Since this is with regards to career, my I'm going by what I am feeling and I'm seeing right now. There is a possibility that you might find out about some of your colleagues, or maybe there was something that was hidden from you. Maybe somebody else got an offer that you were supposed to get, or maybe you worked on something and that credit went to someone else and you were not aware of it. So there's a lot of things that might just fall out into the open, things which you may have not known before. So it not when I say secrets, it doesn't necessarily mean your secrets. It may mean that there was some information which is hidden from you. So that is now falling out, and it may not be, pleasant, since this is reversed, because usually upright, this card is all about knowing the right information, your intuition taking you in the right track. You just know, you have this feeling that this is what is going to happen, this is what is not going to happen. Reversed, you're somewhere not able to connect with that higher self of yours, and there may be things that are hidden from you that may come out, out in the open. And this also sometimes indicates where, when it comes to upright, you're, getting the download from your higher self, but with a reversed, you don't want that information. Sometimes there might be information overload. Sometimes, especially for those empaths and people who pick up, there are some people who pick up things in every second of their life. These are people who don't want to step out, because they know that as they're walking past people, they're picking up things that they shouldn't be picking up. They look at things and they can see things which others can't see. Okay, sometimes that can be quite overwhelming. You're picking up so much of information, there's too much to know, and there's too much that's going on, and you just need a break. So this might indicate a little bit of overload as well. So since we're talking about career, it might also mean that you're working with a lot of information and you're feeling burdened because of that. So you may have some extra work with too much of data and too much of information, which might just leave you blank at times. So there are times when you feel like you can't do this, and you need to stop, and you need to go ahead, take a break and all that. So if that's how you're feeling, go ahead and take a break from that information download. So this can also indicate people who are studying, if you're focusing on your career, if you're focusing on getting further certifications and all that, you may be feeling a little inadequate, or maybe not up to the mark. You may be questioning yourself, can I do this, or can I go ahead and do that? So that's what I'm picking up from this card for your career. That's your High Priestess reversed. And finally we have the Ace of Swords reversed. Now this is upright, it's all about clarity. You know exactly what you need to do. You know that decisions, you're not going to think too much on the decision that you need to take. But when it's reversed, you know what needs to be done, but you're so indecisive about it. There's a lot of rethinking. You're just thinking, is it a good idea, is it not a good idea, should I do this or should I not do this? There's a lot of inner conflict where you're not sure of what decision needs to be taken. So at this point of time, if you feel that you need to take a decision with regards to a job, or if you're looking to change your career or anything, just take a break, stop for some time, and then you take a decision at a much later stage, considering that we have the Knight of Pentacles here, followed by the High Priestess reversed and the Ace of Swords reversed. Now, this career reading, I'm getting the feeling that you're kind of overwhelmed right now and you're blocked. So the Knight of Pentacles is saying you need to stop and rethink all everything, what you need to do next. Your High Priestess reversed is saying you may not have all the right information, so do not be hasty in making that decision. And your Ace of Swords reversed also means that you have clouded judgment, so you need to rethink everything over so that you're making the right decisions for your career. See, sometimes nobody knows what is best for you other than you yourself. So but sometimes we have that phase where we know what's right, we know what is wrong, but we're just not able to make that decision. I'm not talking about procrastination. You people go through those phases where you're just stuck, you just don't know what needs to be done. The best advice for that would be to just take a break, leave it for some time, and have a little bit of clarity, and make sure you have all your information right. Do not make any hasty decisions. Take your time, like the Knight of Pentacles. Relax, take your time, and if you're being overloaded with a lot of information, again, take a break. Okay, it's okay to take a break. You need to take care of yourself. Career will be there even when you take a break for a day or two. It's fine. If you feel like you need to take a break much longer than that, or you want to take a break from your career itself, or you want to move on to something else, that's again, it's up to you. You can do that. You know what is best for you, so you need to decide based on that. So that's your career reading for this weekend as well as for the coming week. Let's move on to the next section. Welcome to section 2, which is your health. Now we are starting off with the first card, which is Temperance. It's all about balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, and finding meaning, followed by the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which is all about bad luck, no control, resistance to change, breaking cycles, and a negative phase. After that, we have the World card reversed, again seeking personal closure, shortcuts, delays, no closure, and incompletion. Now, with regards to health, when you have this Temperance card, and like you can see in the card itself, it's all about balancing the requirements for your health. And health does not necessarily mean only the physical health. Again, it's all about your emotional tranquility, your mental health, your physical health, overall, your well-being, your whole personality, so what you need right now is to have your priorities right. You make sure you have a balanced diet. Make sure you're not consuming anything more than that is needed. Control your addictions. And when I say addictions, I don't mean actual addictions. You may be consuming certain foods, or drinking too much of your favorite drink, or smoking, and those kind of things. Have a balance. Make sure you have a balanced lifestyle as well. You wake up at a certain time, you make sure you go for a walk, get some fresh air. So it's basically saying have a balanced diet, have a balanced lifestyle, have everything in moderation, and you should be okay. So since this is upright, it's just saying that you're doing the right thing at the moment, being sensible with whatever you're doing, and be in harmony with your health. Right next to that, we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. So, this indicates when it comes to health, maybe it's a time where you have a little bit of a problem. You may be feeling a little under the weather. I kind of feel from whatever this card I'm seeing, I feel like you may have some issues with your stomach. You may be feeling a little discomfort, maybe indigestion, and you may be finding difficulty in sleeping as well. So, from what I am picking up from this card at the moment, is this might be a time where you're struggling to fall asleep, insomnia, you're kicking around at night, you're thinking too much, you're turning in different positions. Your stomach, for some reason, I'm getting the feeling that your stomach might give you a little bit of a problem. You genuinely might be in pain, and as well as your knees, your legs might be giving you a problem, also your hands. So your sleep posture, from what I can see from this card, what I'm picking up right now is it's everything seems to be disrupted with your body. So whatever food you're consuming that's giving you a problem with your stomach, and you have aches, your legs and your knees, your hands, everything is giving you a problem. And somehow at the moment, I have a feeling it is your stomach that is giving you a lot of problem at the moment, and as well as your hands. So maybe go for get a massage, take a break, make sure you have a proper diet, eat proper food, and make sure you eat at time and give your stomach a break. Maybe you should switch to a much healthier diet for a couple of days, even if you can't do it for a longer period of time. For a few days, cleanse your system, cleanse your stomach, and heal your stomach. Consume foods that are good for you. Some people may have gastric issues as well. So you go ahead and have a, consult a doctor and have a thorough checkup. Although these may seem like, minor things which are bothering you at the moment, there might be something serious as well. So maybe, check on that stomach again. Legs and your hands, it's basically, maybe it's the kind of work you do, you're not getting enough exercise. So maybe just focus on, taking up, doing the right exercise. Also, I get the feeling that you're not properly dressed. Sometimes you tend to throw on clothes which you get, and you just sit, and you're probably feeling cold, but you don't want to wear a sweater, and you're not dressed appropriately. I have a feeling this is for people who are at home. You're not dressing up properly. You don't have to put on makeup, you don't have to look your amazing best, but at least make sure you're properly covered, because somewhere it's affecting your health. And some people may have problem while urinating as well. That's another thing I'm picking up. Maybe you're running to the loo, it's affecting your flow, you're wondering why is it suddenly you're running ahead. So I'm not saying consume less water, consume more water, or water as it is needed, but you may be a little dehydrated as well. And this basically, the stomach area is where I'm picking up there is definitely some problem. So you might want to consult a doctor and have a check on that. So again, you need to get out of your negativity as well. I mean, don't put off your checkups and say, no, it's okay, it's a minor thing, and maybe I can check later. You never know. So I suggest that you go and have a thorough checkup to make sure you've everything is okay. That's your Wheel of Fortune reversed. Now again, in the health reading, the last card I have here is the World card reversed. Now again, this World card reversed means something is not closed, or there is no completion, there's some kind of delay. So if there is something that you need to do, maybe a surgery or a checkup or something that you need to go through, but you're putting it off, my suggestion is you should go ahead and do that. So it's I think it's basically more of a mental block which is stopping you from going ahead and making a decision. And you should go ahead and do that. And I also feel, again, sleep, for some reason I feel like your sleep is getting affected. So if your sleep is getting affected, then you need to see which are the areas where your body is revolting. Or I don't think it's mental. For some reason, it's definitely not mental. You're not worrying about your problems, or you're not overthinking. I know there are some people who do that, but I'm definitely not picking up that here. It's more of emotional is what I feel. It's definitely not mental. It's definitely not something problems, that it's all emotional. I get this feeling that there is something emotional that is not letting you sleep at night. So if you're feeling a little down or low, let go of things. If something is bothering you, sometimes, see, there's nobody more important in your life than I, me, myself. It's you need to take care of yourself. So if something is bothering you, or somebody, or maybe there is someone in your life who is maybe part of the reason for you to feel a little low about yourself, don't do that. I have a feeling you're coming out of it. I have a feeling you're coming out of it, but somewhere deep down you still worried about that. And there's something else also I'm picking up here. So better. I don't want to get into the details and say that, but if you know what is right for you, and you know what is not right for you, so the decision is up to you. You should know what you need to do and shouldn't do. So basically, your health reading seems a mixed bag, with your temperance upright, your wheel of fortune reversed, and your world of card reversed. I have a feeling it's got to do with your lifestyle, your diet, and I definitely feel there is something wrong with your stomach. So stomach is what is giving you a problem, and your sleep is disrupted. You're kicking around in the bed. You're not able to sleep. I also have a feeling that it's not just, I wouldn't say insomnia, but I feel a lot of people are sleeping very late. I mean, you just can't fall asleep, and maybe one day you're falling asleep, and the next day you're not able to do that, and the next day you're falling asleep, and it's basically like a pattern. Like one day you're losing sleep, the next day, because you're so tired, you didn't have sleep, that you go to sleep. So these are small, small things which may turn into big things later on. So my suggestion would be to take a good hard look at yourself, your diet, and all that, and emotionally let go of things. I know it's a little difficult, but sometimes, sometimes it's not worth it. Just not worth it to put yourself through that emotional pain that you shouldn't need to put yourself through. I hope whoever this message is intended to, I know there is somebody out there who really needs to listen to this. So whoever you are, trust me, sometimes it's better to be a little selfish and say go to hell. I mean, there's nothing wrong in it. So I hope whoever this message is intended for finally realizes what they need to do. That's your health reading. Let's move on to the next section, which is finance. So here we have the lovers reversed, which is all about self-love, disharmony, imbalance, misalignment of values, suffering, detachment, obedience, conflict, bad choices, indecision, fear of commitment. That's what the card says. Now we have the right next to it the Page of Swords. Now this Page of Swords has been popping up in almost every reading. So here it means new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, restless and mental energy. Now, and the final card here is your Six of Pentacles reversed. Now, this means self care, unpaid debts, one sided charity, strings attached, power, and domination. Now, with your lovers reversed in a finance situation, it basically means there's some kind of bad choices that were made, or you're not able to make a decision because you're scared of some of the bad decisions that you've taken previously. Maybe you made some bad investments, or you had some bad choices when it came to finance, and it kind of affected your thought process, and now you're worried about your future and further investments. Now it's basically also somewhere you may be thinking, you may want to take up something that is not right for you. It's not the right thing to do. Maybe investment in something that you shouldn't be investing in, but you still want to take that risk because you need to make money. Now, do you really need that money is what you need to think about. So the question here is, when it comes to finance, it always means, to be always stable, making sure, you have a steady income, so that as you move along in life, there's basically the rotation keeps happening on its own. You have the incoming money and the outgoing money, expenses, and you shouldn't be worried at any point of time. So if you need to buy something, you need to, do something, take some action, you should be able to do it without having to, worry, okay, where is that money going to come from, or whether it's going to bear fruit. You should be in a situation where you're able to make those decisions freely. That does not mean you're not going to be looking at your bank balance, or you're not checking, about your investments and all that. But basically, you should be in a position where you're able to make those decisions free of fear, free of wondering where the money would come from, or what will happen if something goes wrong. You should be in a position where you're so stable that you're able to make those decisions, that you want to do, without any fear. But this with this card reversed, it means you're not yet there. It basically means you've made some bad choices in the past, and you're now a little scared and probably a little worried to make further decisions. It's okay. And fear is good. Fear is good, especially when it comes to life decisions, finance. Fear is good. There's nothing wrong with it. It means you need to be cautious, and you need to be careful. Make your decisions. Take small decisions instead of going for some bigger investments. You can focus on smaller investments, or if you don't want to do that, wait for some time. Always go for the safest option. When in doubt, always go for the safest option. See how it works out, and always when you invest, you always start with a smaller amount. Make sure it works, and that doesn't mean if it works once that you should go ahead and put in everything you have on it. You need to take gradual steps to get to where you need to get to. So that's your Lovers card reversed in your finance reading. Now we have the page of Swords. I always smile, and whenever I get this card, and this guy has been popping up in almost all the readings. Now, Page of Swords means, again, it's all about information, it's about knowledge, it's about better communication, and it's all about mental clarity and new ideas and energy. So here it's again investigate. So whenever I see this card, for me, the first thought is investigate, do your research. So whenever you're going to invest, or you're going to do whatever it is, make sure you have your information right. Another thing is that it also means kind of spying. So when you're gathering information, sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean you go out and openly say, okay, I'm gathering information about this. No, maybe you're doing it on the side, trying to gather information about a company that you want to invest in, or a person that you want to collaborate with. It's okay, and it's a good decision, and since this is upright, it's a right thing to do. And you don't have to be restless, because since this is a page, we have not in it's not a knight, it's not the Queen of Swords, it's definitely not the King of Swords, it's the Page of Swords. So the energy is still new. I mean, it's still in the beginning stages, and you still a lot of curiosity, you're still doing the investigations. So it also indicates that you need to gather as much information as possible, because details will help you out in your finances. So basically, it's saying be careful, make sure you have your information right before you make any kind of investments in your finance. Again, the next card is your Six of Pentacles reverse. So again, by looking at the card itself, you can see, the person who's trying to give charity is not able to do that. He's upside down. So he is not able to help the people that he's trying to help. Now, this card usually, for me, what I pick up is this is somebody who does charity very often. But sometimes what happens, I mean, they may be just frustrated because there's so many people just after him. There is every chance that, that he doesn't have enough to give away, and there are people still chasing after him, where they're saying, can you please give me something? And it's kind of overwhelming him, and he's kind of lost that, a feeling of helping out people. Somewhere it happens, somewhere you're trying to help a lot of people, and somewhere deep down in a feel, oh my God, when is it going to stop? One person leaves, another one shows up, another one leaves, another one shows up. So that could be the kind of feeling that you have right now. Or you don't have enough to give for charity. You're somebody who does charity every now and then, but for you at the moment, you're so worried about your finances, you're so worried about your investments, you're not sure if it would be the right thing to do charity, because will you have enough at a later stage? So maybe you don't have enough to give away, or you feel like whatever you have, it may be enough, but if you give it away, will it be enough in the coming days? So somewhere this, for me, I have a feeling this is related to charity. So it is okay, you don't have to do charity all the time. You can do it when you need the feel to do that. And also it may be that you have debts, you have somehow landed yourself in some kind of debt as well. So which you're trying to repay. It, see, any kind of debt comes with strings attached. It doesn't matter what kind of it is, you need to repay it back. It's always a big burden on your, it's going to be a big burden on your head. So the best thing to do is, you're doing the right thing. If you don't want to give away money to people, it is fine. If nobody's helping you out, it's also fine. It gives you a better idea as to who are the people that you can rely on, and who you cannot. Save your money, it's fine. It is your money, it's your hard work, it's your blood and sweat that you put in to earn that money. And eventually, see, karma works in for everyone. So if you've not done anything bad, and if you've not anything, it's okay to take care of yourself, hold on to that money, everything should be okay. So since this is Six of Pentacles reversed, overall, it should get there eventually. It's all about planning. Make sure you plan. And if you have somebody who's seeking your help and you're not able to help them, it is okay. You can let them know you're not in a position to help, and maybe you can do it when you are. And do not get into other people's debts as well, because sometimes you try to help someone else out and you get entangled in their, I'm not saying bad decisions or something illegal, but bad decisions. Anybody could make that, and getting involved can get you into trouble. So that's another thing that you need to look out. So basically, in this finance reading, I see that you need to rethink about your decisions, the fear that you have because of your previous, investments, charity. Again, it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. You know better how much money you have or don't have, based on which you should do charity or not. Again, Page of Swords indicates that you should have all your information ready before you take any kind of decisions. That's your finance reading. Let's move on to the next section. Welcome to section 4, love. Now, in this reading, we have the Magician, which is all about action, creation, manifestation, power, self confidence, clarity, willpower, skill, and creativity, followed by the Sun card, a really, really good card. It's all about positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. And finally, we have the Seven of Swords, which is all about betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, trickery. Now, the Magician card in a love reading is a very good card to have. It's all about manifestations, you getting what you want, and you know what you want. So it's all about, your power, your self-confidence, you feeling, great about yourself. You have a lot of willpower. It's you're at your creative best. And a magician, like the name says, can manifest anything, the infinity symbol on his head. So basically, there is no limit to his manifestations. You can manifest anything. Anything that you are feeling right now will come true. When I say will come true, it will bear fruit. It may not be exactly what you want, but it will eventually be something close to what you want. So start manifesting. If there is something that you want, again, when you say want, there is the power of free will. Okay, so it's not that you have a crush on somebody and it's a love reading, so you want that person and you keep praying and you keep praying and saying, I want that person, I want that person. It doesn't work that way. There's nothing wrong in that. You can still keep saying, that's the kind of person I want, or that's the kind of person I want in my life. Now, again, free will. So if that person is meant for you, you will get that person. So basically, when I'm looking at this card, I don't know why, I feel like there is a crush who is, who is captivating, and you kind of like this person a lot. And you feel somehow that this person is very, very special. You kind of pick up something that is very, very strong when you look at this person. You feel this certain kind of connection with this person. And I have a feeling somehow this person might be younger than you. For whoever is listening to this reading, this person might be slightly younger than you, but way, way, way more mature and kind of more powerful to a certain extent. When I say powerful, it's not just about manifestation. Even in the real 3D world, they might be quite well established already. They may know what they're doing, and they may be financially stable already. So I have a feel with that pentacle on the table, there is a sword and there is a cup. So you know what I see, you also see the wand. So basically the magician has control over money, the pentacles. He has control over the feelings with that cup. He has control over his thoughts with that sword, and he has control over his passion with that wand. So basically, a magician is somebody who has control over all the four elements, that is depicted in this card: your pentacles, your emotions, your cups, your swords, and your wands. And that infinity symbol over his head, he knows what he's doing. Again, I'm saying he because I'm looking at a man, so it doesn't necessarily mean that the person is a masculine. It could be a feminine as well as a masculine, take as it fits. The no card is based on gender. Even though it may be based on a certain gender, doesn't necessarily mean the energy will also be of that. It could be a masculine, it could be also a feminine, or it may be anything. And the kind of energy that is flowing through this person, when I'm looking at this card from the right hand up above to the left hand down, so he's basically grounding those thoughts, those that power that he already has. He's taking it from the skies and he's grounding it to the earth. And if you look down, you can see those wonderful plants. It's already those flowers which is there. And even you look over his head, you see those plants there again flowering. So there's a lot of positivity growth above him as well as below him, and in between is all the four elements that he has control over. Okay, he looks a little frail. Maybe the person that you are interested may not look as powerful as they actually are. So this is somebody who can manifest very, very strongly. Now this could be you, or this could be the person that you're interested in. For some reason I'm picking up that this is your love interest. Now you may already be in a relationship, and this person may be creating things for you, or this may be your love interest whom you're yet to connect with. But you have that feeling, you can look at them and you get that feeling that this is somebody very, very strong. So this is a very positive card to have in a love reading. Basically it says your wishes will come true, and it's like magic, it's like miracles. It could also mean that every time you look at this person, how they say in the movies, violins playing in the back, bells going off, butterflies in your stomach, and all those excitement that you get in the beginning of a relationship where you just can't get enough of that person. Just want to keep looking at them, and you want to get to know them, get more information about them, what they like, what they don't like. So this is somebody who has your focus, and there is a chance that this person already knows that you like them. There is a chance that they already know and probably just waiting for you to make the move. So this is a magician you're dealing with. This person can manifest anything. So you need to, if there is somebody that you really, really like, I would say be a little bold. Maybe you can approach them. It shouldn't be a problem. But I have a feeling that this person already knows, and they have an eye on you. I have a feeling they already know, and it's kind of playing as well. I get a feeling of, they're just kind of playing and waiting for you to make the move. They already know. They're just playing the game, is what I feel. So this is a very, very strong manifestor with the magician card. Right next to that is your sun card. Now, this is all about positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun. You're out there in the sun. You're basically getting a suntan. You're looking at all the bright things in life. This is the most positive card in the tarot deck. There are very few cards that I feel that don't have any kind of negativity. So this card I feel is the most positive card that you can have. It's all about brightness. Look, you're having your time out in the sun, and you don't care what is happening around you. You have your own horse, or a pony, and you're happily, and you can see the child happily sitting there with flowers in in their hair, and they're happy. It's a happy card. You're out there in the sun, you have a bright, you're the sunshine, you're bright, and you're having a happy time. So having this in love, it basically means you're emotionally fulfilled, having a good time. And right next to the magician card, you're feeling great about yourself, you're feeling good about yourself, and you're feeling like things will go the right way. So it's a good card to have. Right next to that, you have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords usually means betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, or trickery. Now, this could be, maybe there is somebody that you're interested in, is probably sneaking around behind your back, or you may be still unsure. See, this card doesn't necessarily mean being unfaithful or cheating. It also means that mentally, because this is all about swords, mentally having doubts whether you're making the right decision. Now, you may be interested in somebody, but you're not sure if that person is the right person for you. So you may have let the person know that you like them and you're interested in them, but somewhere deep down, you feel a little bit of indecision. You're not sure, so you kind of backing off. You're like, should I go ahead and make that commitment, or maybe I should take a little longer. So this basically, what I'm picking up is that you're being indecisive. You're trying to, or maybe trying to convince yourself that it's not the right thing for you, or maybe person is not right for you. Is there somebody that whom you like, but you're not sure if it's the right person for your life? Is that person already committed, or married maybe, or in a long term relationship? Or this could also mean a long distance relationship where you have no idea what the other person is doing. So basically, you're doing your own thing. You may be faithful, you may be loyal, you may be doing your own thing, but somewhere deep down in your head, you're wondering if that other person is also being faithful. Since they're far away, are they up to something or sneaking away? But somebody here is definitely being deceptive. So this is definitely a card of deception, trickery, and this is means getting away with something. They're basically trying to do something when they don't want to get caught. Okay, they're running away with those five swords and getting away with it. So if you're in a long distance relationship, maybe, I'm not saying you should go ahead and doubt your person directly, but maybe you need to look into what's happening on the other side. Maybe pay a visit. And again, I'm not saying you drop in, just a surprise to find out what is there. Go with an open mind. Maybe you can connect, or maybe meet up in another place, see how the person reacts. This is for people in long distance relationship. For those who are within a relationship, close by and properly having a relationship, somewhere indecision is there. You're not sure if this is the right person. See, if you're not feeling right about it, it's okay to take your time to make a decision. If you're not sure, let the other person know. Do not do anything that is stupid. Now, I've seen so many people cheating and doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Why is it so difficult for people to just let the other person know that you're just not into it? You want to cheat, you feel like you're going to cheat, stop. Let the other person know, the person that you're committed to, the person you're in a relationship with, that you have a problem, you have a feeling, you're not feeling right, you're having all these thoughts. Maybe it'll hurt them, it'll hurt their feelings, but trust me, they would rather know before you do something stupid than they find out later on that you cheated or you were unfaithful. I find it really funny when I see a lot of videos, or I hear stories, or about people breaking up, or who are already married, cheating. You're on a committed relationship, but you're out there with somebody else, running behind them. Why do you need to do that? Don't be in a committed relationship if you can't be committed. Very simple. Let that other person go. You cannot be that selfish where you want to have the person that you're with, at the same time you want to go out and play the field. That's not a right thing to do, because see, it causes a lot of damage. It just doesn't damage you, because it will definitely affect your reputation, because if it comes out that you're an absolute cheat and bad person. But imagine the other person, the hit that other person takes. See, when you get cheated on, it doesn't just destroy the relationship, it destroys the confidence, it destroys their self belief. It basically feels the person being cheated on worthless. They start questioning everything, from their looks to their education to their career to everything. They feel inadequate. Sometimes they blame themselves, where they think that they have done something wrong, or they have not done enough to keep their partner faithful. I have seen instances where guys have gone out of wedlock and fooled around with other women, and strong, good, intelligent women who are married to these kind of guys, feeling and becoming a doormat, because somewhere deep down they feel the mistake is on their side, because they couldn't keep their man happy. I've seen this happen, and it takes a toll, because these are strong, good women. I mean, everybody is good in their own way, but I notice that strong women, who have achieved a lot, who have good careers, these are smart women, and they get cheated on, and they end up feeling so bad about themselves. They take a hit, their confidence takes a hit, and they're so damaged that they don't want to get into another relationship after that. And most of them, especially with the ones who are married with kids, they would rather compromise and say, okay, let me just forget, he didn't do it on purpose, it was my fault, I was not there for him. Let me try to bring him back, or let me have another baby to bring him back. Those are the kind of things that you do. But understand one thing: once a cheater, always a cheater. I believe this. If somebody cheats once and gets away with it, they think that it is okay. You let them go once, they will do it again, because somewhere deep down they feel that you're okay with it, you're not going to do anything about it. So I really do not like this card. So I hope it is not really cheating, and it's just a mental indecision, where you're not sure if the person that you're with is the right person. Trust me, if the person is not right for you, just let them know. It's okay. Let them hurt a little, for a day or two. Better to have lesser hurt feelings than to have major hurt feelings by being unfaithful, disloyal and cheating on the person. Same thing on the other side as well. Your partner, if you have a feeling that they're doing something wrong, and you have that, but never confront somebody without proper evidence. So if you have the evidence, you can confront them. If not, you just let them know that you are not feeling right about certain things. It's okay. You can tell them, my instincts are acting up. Is there something going on? Are you interested in someone else? If you are, just let me know. And don't be clingy. Sometimes you it's better to let go than to hold on to somebody who doesn't want to be with you. I've again that's something again I've seen that, and I really really cannot understand some people. How can you chase and be want to be with somebody who doesn't like you or doesn't love you anymore? Why are you forcing yourself? It's torturous for you as well as for the other person. If that person doesn't want to be with you, just let them go, let them be. Maybe there is something better for you. And if you feel you're not right and you're not feeling right, but the other person is just wouldn't let you go, just let them know that that's it, we are done. I mean, just let me go. Let me move on. It's okay. That's how human emotions are. That's how relationships progress. There's nothing wrong in it. It's all okay. People change, emotions change, circumstances change. There is nothing to feel bad about. So, in this love reading with two good cards, the Magician, the Sun, There's this one card with Seven of Swords. I really do not like this card. So that's your love reading. So again, it's up to you. It's your life, your decision. So be smart about it. You know better what is right for you and what's not right for you. Again, long video. I've tried my best to make it as short as possible, but unfortunately, it's as big as it is. So again, if anybody you had the strength and you had the patience to get to the end of the video, thank you for watching, and I hope you will subscribe and will come back later to watch my other videos. Again, like as always, I will be putting up another singles video as well as a couples video very shortly. Thank you for your time, and you guys take care of yourself. Have a good day. Bye bye.